tourists paid $250,000 each to be sealed up from the outside with 17 bolts in a MacGyver submersible called the Titan for a 10-hour excursion down to see the Titanic. And now it's lost.
I assume the people that signed up for this knew all of these things before they got into it, because, I mean, people are going to do, like, with all due respect to these people that made this decision, I think this is a dumb decision. Like, I think there's a lot of other ways to live, dangerously that aren't quite so risky, especially if you're spending $250,000. People will go to the county fair and get on a tilt-a-whirl that looks like it's been put together with rubber bands and scotch tape all the time. So, like, I don't think it's just the people with money. It's just humanity has this need, it seems, to live dangerously.
By the way, a tilt-a-whirl is $5, my friend, and it stays on the ground. That's my favorite amusement park. The only one I will ride, Lido. And so when you mentioned that, yeah, it triggered just a little bit. I love me a tilt-a-whirl.
One terrifying thing that I should mention, my wife pointed out to me yesterday, we were talking about this subject, and she said that she read somewhere that there was danger that the submarine had already kind of like been sucked into itself.
The other thing that I think is important, and this is what Sam told me, is it's really cold down there. And so if they don't have any kind of electricity or whatever that gives them heat, it's cold. I'd like to think that the submersible, that they had sort of thought through all of these things. But I think the company, the president of the company, there had been all kinds of regulatory issues where they had felt for years that it was not safe and that there was a lot of danger in this piece of equipment.
I think these are the risks you have to assume if you're going to spend $250,000 to drop down 13,000 feet below the surface of the ocean. How much of a thrill seeker are each of you?
The riskiest thing I think that I've ever done is I bungee jumped when I was in early college. And then I did the thing at the Sears Tower in Chicago, the Willis Tower in Chicago, where they have those balconies that come out and it's like clear. Jennifer, yeah, it's terrifying. It's really terrifying. We did those. And then Jennifer's gone skydiving, which I told her, I was like, you're nuts. Like, that's about as far as I'm willing to push thrill seeking.
The most dangerous thing that I've done is I did do zip line. I went to Hawaii and I did the zip line, and it was really, really high. And the next day, one of the folks who worked there fell and died. So had that happened the day before, I probably would not have gone, but I had already done it. So I just won't ever do it again.
I was going to say I don't take risks, but it does occur to me that some of the things that I've done are probably risky, like hitchhiking, maybe.
Oh, God.
You're not supposed to hitchhike. What decade was this in?
I've also picked up hitchhikers.
Oh, I did that once too. What listen, I was not intending to pick up a hitchhiker, but I was dumb and naive, and some young kid in West Hollywood said he needed a ride from point A to point B, a couple miles away, and I thought, well, he's probably just gonna walk. And then he immediately started hitting me up for money. I need money, I need money, I need money, and it was awful. And the sex wasn't very good either, ultimately. I didn't have sex with him. Hey, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to You Can't Beat Blue on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. And you can send your questions and comments to me directly at youcan'tbeatblue@gmail.com. I answer them all.